the degree rule. And yeah, I had to come back inside because I ran out of battery. This is the idea that success equals formal education. You finish high school and then you are supposed to go to university, to a college, do a master's degree, maybe a PhD, because without a degree, people assume you are less smart or less capable. And the degree itself gets treated like proof of your worth, even in areas where it doesn't actually matter. This way of thinking then also shapes how we think about work. The good jobs are the ones that come with diplomas, offices, suits, and big salaries, and the bad jobs are seen as manual work, service jobs, or anything without a high salary. Our society values the marketing director of a fashion company with a master's degree more than the mechanic who keeps our vehicles safe on the road and helps prevent accidents. But if you ask which one is actually more valuable, you already know the answer. What this creates is a lot of pressure. Young people end up studying things they don't really care about just to have a degree, you know? People choose jobs for status instead of their interests. And if you never went to university or college like me, there can be this quiet shame that follows you around, even if you're doing completely fine without the degree. I never went there myself, partly because I never found something I wanted to commit 3 to 5 years of study to, and over time I realized that most of what I have learned has come through self-education and actually doing things anyway. I also noticed many people I know got a degree and then ended up in completely different fields where that degree wasn't even needed. So I started to see that I didn't need a piece of paper or anything like this to be happy or to build a career. Of course, for some paths, doctors, engineers, teachers, the formal education is essential. I'm not going to a doctor myself who learned how to do surgeries in their own bathroom, but not every career needs that track. If I'm hiring, for example, a video editor to edit these videos, I don't care which school they went to. I care about how good they are in that actual task. So stepping outside the rule didn't close doors for me. It opened them. I would actually argue that the value I bring here, making videos that reach thousands of people, is much higher than if I worked as a researcher for some cool brand, even if on paper I am, just a YouTuber. So maybe ask yourself, if your degree or lack of one disappeared tomorrow, what would you believe about your own worth?